like to introduce to you our career services staff that is here with us today. Our director, Donna Gaynor. Susan Cangianelli in the back, our employer relations and event coordinator. And Kaylin Kyle, our career advisor, right by the door. We also want to recognize today our student assistants that work in our office. Now, they were not eligible to be nominated for this award, but we definitely think they are very deserving, and we're thankful for all the hard work they've done for us this year. We want to especially thank Derek Morgia, Emma Brackett, Stephanie Bryan, and Logan Cross for all their hard work in our office. I would also like to thank our judges, Nicole Rhodes, Emily Ryan, and Shannon Zuzek. They had the very difficult task of scoring nominees based on their performance and their work ethic. Students were nominated in 2 categories: on-campus employment and off-campus employment. 33 students were nominated altogether, with 22 on campus and 11 off campus. To help us congratulate our nominees, we invited past winner Annie Pantvani to share a message with our students. But due to her work in Oregon for Connectee, she is not able to be with us today. Instead, she sent us a message for me to read. And she said, after winning Student Employee of the Year for my co-op internship with Kent Place in 2018, I went on to work for Sun Nuclear, Sage Glass, and now currently a project engineer too with CertainTeed Gypsum, where I manage CapEx projects for 7 finishing plants. I think my decision to do 2 semesters of co-op was one of the best decisions I made for my career. I was able to develop my confidence as an engineer, and the frequent feedback during my internship also helped me work on things that I needed to improve on. The connections I made during my co-op year have been immensely helpful through the years. For example, my manager during my co-op helped me connect with people in his network to look for jobs right after graduation, which was very helpful as an international student. And I ended up getting multiple job offers through his contacts. I'm also happy to share that he continues to mentor me to this day. As a side note, for anyone who doesn't know, a co-op is where you receive academic credit for your work experience. If you're interested in learning more about that, Kaylin Kyle by the door is who handles that program, and she can talk to you after the ceremony. Now Annie shared some tips for our student nominees and how this could help you in your future. One thing I relied on back then that I continue to do today is ask lots of questions, almost shamelessly. It seems like such a basic thing, but so many people are afraid to ask questions in professional settings out of fear. While looking for an internship or co-op, don't think about where you're working, but rather who you're working for. This is a crucial time in your career, and you need to work with someone who cares about your development and is willing to invest their time and effort in you. This may sometimes mean working for smaller companies and maybe not the most famous ones, but in the long term, this investment in your career will pay off. Special thanks to Annie for sharing her journey with us, and we can't wait to see where all of you will be in 5 years. And now I would like to introduce you to Interim President King, who will welcome you to our start of our ceremony and share a few words with our audience. Thank you, Interim President King, for coming today.
Well, Kimberly, thank you, and to each of you, congratulations. I'm delighted to be here. This is actually a pretty special day, in case you haven't seen your emails or other campus communication, but the board announced today that they have selected, and he has accepted their offer to lead our campus starting July 1st, Dr. John Nicklau. So for those of you that came to any of the day-long interrogations, as I call them, of our 5 candidates, hopefully at least some of you had an opportunity to meet Dr. Nicklau. There's a really nice video that's available that he did with our staff, and you will start seeing him on campus. He's still finishing out his service at the University of New Orleans. And I will be, I've already started, but the 2 of us will be working together over these next 3 months so that when he gets here, he'll be able to hit the ground running. I really am delighted that this ceremony exists and is designed to recognize each of you in one way or another, because you've chosen during the time that you were here to work. not just work on your studies, obviously, but work at a job. For some of you, you were graduate student assistants. For others of you, you've had all sorts of other jobs around campus. Might have been working in the dining hall or firehouse subs downstairs. And for some of you, it was working with companies in and around the area. And the thing that I would agree with Annie's admonition to you is every job, doesn't matter what it is, but every job you will have, you learn something. And what I've found in my career is every job I've had has helped me prepare me for the next one. And so getting this experience, whether it's on campus or off campus, is something that I assure you, you will look back on and say, you know, I may have really liked or really I didn't like that particular job, but boy, I learned something from it. And it has helped you grow as a young person, but helped you grow as a capable young professional. One of the things that we wanted to share is the notion that all of, particularly those of you that are undergraduates, you have parents who are keeping their fingers crossed that upon graduation, you're not coming home to live on the couch. And as much as we hear all those stories, and certainly some of them exist, this university has been quite unique. Well, maybe that's the wrong word because there's others, but we are being seen globally, not just here in Melbourne, not just here in Brevard County or in Florida or in the United States, but across the globe as one of the premier places for preparing young people to go into the workforce. There's a study that is undertaken by an organization in Paris, France, not Paris, Kentucky. And they actually start by looking at over 1,000 universities worldwide. And in looking at them, they eventually narrow it down to about 250, and then they rank the 250. And the way they rank them is by surveying over 100,000 employers, corporate recruiters, HR professionals, CEOs. And out of that survey, they then come up with their rankings. Of the 250 that they rank, about half of them are American universities. And within the American universities, only 2 from the state of Florida made it into the top 250. One of them is a place called the University of Florida, of course. They ranked 34th. The other one was this place called Florida Institute of Technology, which ranked 17th. So you can tell mom and dad not to worry. The couch will be saved. What you have been doing and what we know you will continue doing is building on your skills, your knowledge, and a growing body of experience that will make you great employees. And some of you will go on to be great employers, but it all starts sometimes while you were in high school, but certainly if not, it starts here. So I will look forward to the recognition you're about to receive, and again, congratulate you and thank you for all you're doing. Thanks so much.
Thank you, President King. Now, while we transition to our awards, I'm going to call up our staff to help with giving out the certificates. Student nominees, when your name is called, please come up for your certificate and you will take a photo with President King. You will then exit to the gift table on the end, Kaylin, who will give you your gifts. All right. We will start with the on-campus nominees. First up, we have Nicholas Green. Sebastian Carrera Moncada. Avery Cook. Emily Happy. Blake James. Anya Johnson. Tavia. There's, yeah, there's, yes. Same for the next. Anya Johnson could not be here today. Tavia Lane. Kieran Lucas. Thank you. Carlita Mahler. Makai Marie. Mackenzie Benny. Scott Morris. Sydney Ned. Nicholas Oates. Christian Foster. Julia Palma Gill. Natalie Shaw. Rashi Shah. Vivek Sharma. Adley Sullivan. Isaac Sylvester. Victor Zaharia. In the on-campus category, we would first like to thank the employers listed here: Calix, Collins Aerospace, Women's Center for VAR, University Park Elementary, Rock Paper Symbol, Roundwell, Boeing, Lighting Turner, HICA, and Allied Universal Security Services. Thank you for nominating our students, and for the representatives that are here, thank you so much for coming and supporting them today. All right, same process for off campus. We first have Lauren Chomit. Laura Christie. Danielle Green. Kyle Gillenwater. Sloan Hatter. Bulama Pandine. Nevada Karajiri Madhu Sudan. Jason Kenny. Luis Quadro Plama. Derek Morgia. Sharanjit Suman. Congratulations to all our nominees. We recommend that you show off that nomination on your resume and your LinkedIn profile. You should be proud. We have now come to the part that you've been waiting for, the announcement of the winners. I would like to first emphasize that all the students out here who are nominated, you are all outstanding. You represent the best of hundreds of student employees on campus and off campus, so you should be very proud to have been nominated. The on-campus Student Employee of the Year is Adley Sullivan. Please come up. Adley works as a facilities assistant serving all of campus. She single-handedly spearheaded the trash recycle bin improvement project campus-wide, which included all research and surveying, assigning locations, designing signage, and presenting findings to the VP. Her project was funded and implemented for new bins on campus, and she took care of donating old receptacles to Brevard Parks and Recreation. This improved the efficiency of managing waste on campus, students' ability to recycle, and upgraded the outdoor bins to storm-ready receptacles, which was all done before the fall hurricanes. Great work, Adley. The off-campus Student Employee of the Year is Nevada Karajiri Matt. Nevada works for Mika, a local product engineering firm where she started as an intern supporting software engineers. She quickly learned all tools and exceeded expectations in her many projects. And when engineering tasks were slow, she went out of her way to ask for other ways she could assist the company and happily jumped into marketing. Within 2 weeks, she created a comprehensive campaign with the best content a marketing director could ask for. Nevada has been promoted from her internship and now works as a full-time mechanical engineer with Kika. Great job, Nevada. Congratulations to all of our student employees. I also would like to bring up that in 2 weeks, the National Student Employee Appreciation Week is coming. We encourage all supervisors to show some appreciation to their student employees during this time. And we've listed a few ideas up here to take note of what you could be doing to recognize your students. Whatever way you choose or whatever you come up with, we hope you find some way to thank your students and show them some recognition that week. While we finish out the end of our semester, we want to remind students and alumni that our office and resources are available for individual appointments, and you can use Handshake to do so. Employers, if you'd like to promote your company or job, you can also use Handshake. Also, we have a new office space. It is right downstairs at the back entrance of this building. So if you've ever liked to visit or see us, you can come stop by right downstairs. Thank you again for joining us today, and thank you to all of our student employees. Have a great rest of your day. We do have in the back refreshments, so please help yourself to some food, and we also have some fun kite giveaways at the table before you leave. Remember, when you take your kite, to also take, there's a string attachment we need, so if you want to fly it, remember to hold it. All right, have a great day, everyone.